Argylle is written and directed by Matthew Vaughn. It plots centers around an reclusive author who is drawn to the world of spies and espionage after she realized that as a new spy novel she's writing mirrors real-world events. Now, when it comes to Matthew Vaughn as a director, I really like Matthew Vaughn. He's really talented. I haven't seen A Layer Cake, which I heard is supposed to be really good, so I might check that out. My personal favourite from his is Kick-Ass, which is a film that I do own, and I might talk about that next year for its 15th anniversary, which very underrated film. If you haven't seen it, check it out. But anyway, that's a whole other video for another time. And of course, he went on to direct X-Men First Class, and of course, he directed the Kingsman movie, Secret Service, which is another film that I actually quite enjoyed and quite liked. But then, over the years since then, his movies starting to lose a bit of steam for me. For prime example being Kingsman The Golden Circle, which is a sequel, and its prequel, The Kingsman, hasn't been the best for me, because the moment I saw those two movies, I was kind of felt underwhelmed or disappointed by that movie. But from Argylle, for what I've seen from the trailer so far, for what I've seen, I was actually curious to see this one. I was really hoping could be return to form for his directing style, and hopefully this is a big step in the right direction for him as a director, and hopefully he makes some more consistent good movies again. And I hadn't got a chance to see it in the cinemas when it first came out. I didn't get a chance to see it this year because I was ill, I was taken ill, and of course my passing of my aunt earlier this year hasn't been that easy. So I decided to give it a watch right now at home. So I watched it and see it for myself, and for what I'm hearing from many people, it hasn't getting received a great review. So I wasn't that surprised by what everyone's saying about Matthew Vaughn's directing style at this point, but I decided to give it a watch, give it a try. Maybe I'll try and find some liking out of it. And to be honest, guys, this movie sucks. It's not that good. It was pretty bad. It's not awful. It wasn't that great. It was just so much going into this. I will say this now. The best part about the film is the cast. I really liked Bryce Dallas Howard. I thought she was great. She was probably the best part of the film. And even along with Sam Rockwell and Henry Cavill, John Cena, Bryan Cranston, who plays the villain, which we'll get to in a moment, and Catherine O'Hara, even Samuel L. Jackson. He was not in the film that much, but he's watchable to watch, Samuel L. Jackson. I love Samuel L. Jackson. The characters, they're there. Despite the great performances, their characters are very paper thin and not much interest in them. Even Sam Rockwell's character, which I'm not really too keen on, but the characters are just there. They're just very basics, even though you do get some moments with them, but they're just basically paper thin for the most part. And of course, you do have Alfie, the cat, who's in the film, who is so cute and adorable, which I will admit, I do like Alfie. He's such a cute little kitty cat. Every time I see him, I just go, "You cute little bastard. I'm going to cuddle you right now." Alfie's cute. I like him. There are some cool entertaining scenes. The action scenes are pretty enjoyable. It's really entertaining to watch. There are some cool Matthew Vaughn scenes, especially the climax in the movie with the ship with Bryce Dallas Howard and Sam Rockwell fighting these guards. I will admit, that was entertaining. That was pretty enjoyable. I will admit, that was probably the most entertaining scene. And there's so many twists in the movie that's unexpected, which I will admit though, the twist is very questionable at times. There's so many twists, every twist. Let's go to the point where I got lost for a second. I try to figure out, wait a minute, what's going on here? Okay, what's this? What's going on here? I don't mind twists if it's done well with a sense of purpose and also how it's written. There are some good twists in there, but the way they did it just come across like that. I want to go, see what I mean? It just, I don't know, it just didn't really click with me in some of the parts. Some of the editing choices is very choppy. There were a couple of times I was kind of I don't know, there's so many quick shots, so many up close action, and so many, I don't know, it just didn't work for me personally. And even some of the violence in the film, this should have been rated R, but this one is a PG-13, or here in the UK, 12A. Didn't feel really Matthew Vaughn, because usually Matthew Vaughn is very over the top of violence, like Kick-Ass or Kingsman movies, where it's just violence galore. Here, it just felt like just punches, even though you get stabbing shots, but there's no much blood. It's just when people just gets hit, they just fall to the ground. That was it. Nothing else, nothing more. Special effects and the CGI is very noticeable. This is like a $200 million budget, And it's very noticeable, especially in Cyprus, where Henry Cavill is chasing Lipa's character. He's driving the car, he's running up the roof, and you know some of the CGI, especially sliding down like a skateboard, you can really tell it's CGI'd. Very noticeable at times. I was literally just scratching my eyes out. I'm kind of go, that's the best you could go? Is that what you can do? Oh yeah, Bryan Cranston is the villain. Very undeveloped and no much interest in him. He's just a very boring, bland villain. Now look, I do like Matthew Vaughn, but this is his lowest point of his directing style because I want him to do better. I do want him to get back on top again, but maybe this time now, this is my breaking point. I'm starting to lose interest in his directing and his style. In that Kingsman moment with this whole Kingsman stuff, I just thought, hopefully this is the last one and just move along. It's just, I don't know, it just didn't work for me. Everything about this film is just a mess. From the storytelling, the CGI, everything about this movie. There are some people out there who do enjoy this movie, and hey, if you like it, that's awesome. I think it's a good time. You can enjoy it. It's fun. It's harmless. It's a fun action movie. You can have fun with it. You can turn your brain off, but there's not much else to talk about. It's just a very, very basic, generic espionage film. Could have been done good, but it was just lazy. The CGI is so noticeable at times, and there's just so many questionable choices with its twists and its storytelling. It wasn't good. Well, not a complete disaster I thought it was going to be, but this is a really, really bad film. Not close to being awful. It has a couple of moments to enjoy. That's not saying much. I'm going to give Argylle a C-. Guys, comment down below. Tell me what you think of Argylle. Do you love it? Do you like it? Or do you think it's alright? Whatever the case is, comment down below and tell me what you think. And of course, guys, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, why not hit the subscribe button? And of course, hit that icon bell for more future videos like this. Until next time, see ya!